Oh my god, they can hear my voice. Oh no, they can hear your voice.
Oh no.
And we are team. What team are we? We are Team 7. We're not just Team
Magnificent
7.
Seven.
We're Team Magnificent 7. Hello, everybody. We are back at it again. Mercy Road 2021. Mercy Road 100 years. Mercy Road
Forever.
Beyond to the Moon. I am your increasingly exhausted DM, Gray/Saucefire. We are raising money for Child's Play Charity. It is a charity that provides games and toys for children in over 185 hospitals and shelters around the world. I had more spiel. Not only do your donations help these children, but they can also influence the game for better, for worse, or maybe just for your own sick amusement. You can give players advantage. You can give players disadvantage. Sorry, you're just the way your fingers are right at the camera. It's like
The flippin', the camera is at the bottom of the laptop, which sucks.
You can give players advantage. You can give them disadvantage. You can make them roll on the table of chaos, which I think is the most bang for your buck personally. Or you can give them items, up to legendary items.
What?
I know, right? We can just completely derail a game that secretly never had any rails to begin with. But yeah, why don't we just start introducing some of these reprobates? And we'll start with Mabruk, aka Whiskers.
Hello, single whisker.
Single Whisker.
Hello, it's me, Mabruk. He, they, and I'll be playing Whisker. We're doing character descriptions.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Just because otherwise I will forget to ask, and people will be confused. And with the exception, well, actually, no, everyone else is in costume. Yeah, go ahead.
Some faces' positions are incorrect.
Mabruk, Greybeard. Oh yeah, Robin. And Robin is an RJ.
I'll just talk while you.
I'm attractive, but not that attractive.
Yeah, I'll be playing Whisker, who is a shifter cleric. That's it for now.
Sorry, and what the heck do they look like?
Oh, if I thought it's later. Okay, yeah.
Now is the time.
Bottom up, they're wearing dark robes with silver inline. They have a shield with the symbol of the god they worship, Mr. Boots.
Hold on, can I ask what the insignia is?
Yes, it's a white crescent with a black boot atop it. For people who don't know who Mr. Boots is, he, at the end of Mercy Road 1, my character Chirp ascended their cat into a god. And now Whisker worships this god.
Very good. Good.
Yeah, and above the robe, over their neck, is their face, which is looks like a normal human being, a normal woman, but with she very small whiskers seems to grow from under her nose, and she has what can only be described as Wolverine sideburns. Continuing her hair flows wistfully on her back, and beyond that she has a rapier, which if if looking at other games might not last for long. And
you never know. All right, nice. Next up, Mr. Greybeard from Greybeard's Tavern, aka Quizbane.
Hey, Greybeard of Greybeard's Tavern. Today I'll be playing the Goblin Quizbane Cracked Noggin. He's a roguificer, was a rogue, got hit in the head, and the world seemed to change for him. And so now he's an inventor. So, look forward to that. He's, 3 foot tall, green, mean, and covered in machines. There it is. That's Quizbane.
Nice. Greybeard, can I make a personal request?
Oh, sure.
Whenever we get a $25 donation, can you take a mallet and bonk that guy in the head?
I will.
Please.
I will. Indeed. Sure. We'll set that up. You let me know.
Yeah. I need that hit.
Boom.
All
right.
I appreciate it, my friend. Next up, RJ. I was gonna say of our justice, but no, just R.
Speaking of taking hits on a bong, hi,
Hey,
everybody.
hey. Womp, womp, womp.
Today I'll be playing Ascalon, or Lon as his friends call him. He is a human ranger, olive skin, dark hair that's swooshed to one side. What you see is what you get.
Nice. Complete with headset.
Complete with headset, yes.
Yeah.
Legendary item.
Next
gamer.
up, our new
stylish.
friend, Robin, aka Torvi.
Hey, yes, my name's Robin. I am going to be playing Torvi today, and Torvi is a wood elf, monk of the four elements. And appearance-wise, she pretty much looks like this. She's silver-haired, pale-skinned, has ears. She just looks like this. She's currently searching for her friend who's gone missing, which is why she's heading off in this direction. And I guess everything else will come out as we go.
All right. And last but not least, Sleepy Pete, aka Shazmo. Take it away.
I'm Shazmo or Kira, and I use he/him pronouns. And I'll be playing Sleepy Pete. He is also an artificer, and I'm feeling like I might have gotten the other half of Quizbane, and I might have traded some of my brain with him because he's a dropout and decided to use his artificing abilities to make his life better and to just kind of like exist with the rest of the world instead of trying to go mad scientist and build crazy stuff. So he is covered in weird artifice, but a lot of it seems to crackle in an unhealthy way and spark. And he assures you that it's fine, but you're not so certain about it. But yeah, he has his main affectations are a very large glove, which is his main spellcasting focus that, rotates in a pleasing steampunk manner.
Oh, nice.
And a mechanical bloodhound that follows him around, which is very clearly, you can actually see like an old bean can label on his backside, very clearly assembled and literally named Scraps.
Aw, it's a very scrappy dog. It's Scrappy Doo.
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty. How about we play a little D&D, y'all? Okay, before we get into the embarrassment of riches that you have been given, thanks to our to lovely people donating, Zingit, if you are still in chat, I think you're still in chat, if you want to specify how your $120 are being spent, otherwise I will give it out as amazing prizes to the people in this game. Oh, DM's choice. Okay, I'm going to combine that with the $6.09, so we get $125, so y'all can get another legendary item. But before we start doing that, before we start doling out the reality-breaking weapons, we'll go into some scene setting. Y'all are in Faerun, along the Sword Coast, nestled in between Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep. There's a little trading city called Marcia Bay, alternatively known as the City of Festivals. I'm having trouble saying some words. That's disconcerting. And it gets this name because every other week in Marcia Bay, there is just another festival. Just a couple weeks ago, there was the Festival of Violence, where barbarians from all corners of Faerun gathered together and reveled in the act of destruction. This week, there is currently the Festival of Reconstruction, where masons and stoneworkers just sort of go about putting the world, not the world, but the city back together, plying their trades. Up until very recently, things were looking better for the city of Marcia Bay, as adventurers were flooding in to help deal with the city's various ensorcelled problems. Things then immediately got worse. along the main trading route into Marcia Bay, disappearances started to rise. Sightings of strange monsters increased. And as this was happening, the locals gave this area, where no one seemed to return, a rather ominous moniker, the Mystery Mile. Adding to the chaos, a ship known as the Constant Taken had run aground, blocking the only canal in and out of Marcia Bay. Because of various shenanigans, let's say, from players over the last 18 hours, not only was the bay entirely turned into a hard brown liquor, the Constant Taken, the supertanker, over about 400 meters long, moved from blocking the canal to being inside of an active volcano to now being about half a mile inland in the middle of the city, in what was once the orphanage district. RJ, you're muted. I'm assuming you're saying something precocious.
It was just literally, what the fuck?
I started taking notes and then I realized maybe I shouldn't.
Maybe it just keeps
No.
getting worse. Yeah, the ship keeps moving around. Unfortunately, all the movement it has done has been from going aground to going aground again. Oh, and Greybeard, thank you for donating $50. First off, you know what that means. You're gonna take that.
You get to do the thing?
You're gonna take that thing and hit that thing with.
All right.
So you say it the best.
So Saucefire has agreed that when we get donations of a certain size, I'm going to take this mallet and hit that guy in the face.
I love that sound. Thank you, GB. For that, you get an advantage. You can use it at your discretion. How would you like that $50 spent? You can do Table of Chaos rolls. You can.
Sure, let's chaos ourselves. That sounds fantastic.
All right, I'm gonna turn that into 3 Table of Chaos rolls. Now tell me, how does your group know each other? Does your group know each other? Have you adventured before?
I think we agreed on yes, right?
Yeah. I don't think we connected much in chat, but we could just kind of wing it. I mean, we've got 2 artificey type people. I'm sure at some point we cross paths, and ooh, that's cool. Can I borrow that? Oh, I've got a spanner right here.
Yeah, no worries. Quizbane and Sleepy Pete, I'm sure your paths have crossed. Maybe just at the local tools, because it's been hard to get in and out of the city recently because of recent events. Ascalon, go ahead.
Lon and Torvi know each other. They are currently vacationing, and they lost another party member who got on the wrong ship.
Oh no!
Yeah, she does that sometimes.
Are you from another campaign? I'm just curious.
Yeah, we are.
Well, just so you know, I've said this in every other game. Feel free to take any money and magic items back to whatever campaign.
I can't as this character. It's a DM character, so no.
No. In fact, because it is for charity, by all means.
Sounds fair.
He lives in like a backwoods hamlet of Marcia Bay, so I imagine I've been getting news from Quizbane, and he's been kind of coming out to hang out in town because things are getting a little hairy there, and perhaps Torvi and Ascalon, and I'm not sure how Whisker comes into this, but perhaps Torvi and Ascalon ended up in our little sleepy hamlet instead of Marcia Bay.
Is Whisker a cleric of knowledge, light? What
Twilight?
Twilight? Do they heal
Ambiguous.
people?
Debatable.
Okay, all right. I was
So
going to say because Quizbane often needs healing of his own
Yeah, I'd imagine
volition.
maybe Whisker was like studying like clergy and stuff like that from a younger age and was friends perhaps with Quizbane. she had a knack for knocking things off the table that you were working on at times, and probably imparted that onto Sleepy Pete's workshop as well.
I think I have I set something up that's very attractive for you, so you can get it out of your system. It's very jangly.
I just had to look up what adventure this was. that is where I am right now. As you all just kind of gather in the city center, probably witnessing this large super tanker that has just appeared in the orphanage district, displacing a large amount of the orphans who have had to go to the old orphanage district, which is just in disrepair. And you kind of hear, I'm going to say Quizbane, because you are about at the same level as this. You feel a little tug on your sleeve, and when you turn around, you see this little blue kobold, very young, and he's wearing a little bow tie, and he kind of whispers, and he's like, "Oh, hey there, I'm lost. You think you can take me back home?"
Hi, Lost. I'm Whisker.
That's clever. I've been lost. I've been lost for a while, sir.
Oh, that's not your name?
No. My name's Mr. Smimbly Whiskers.
Mr. Snigly Wisp is Lost. Hey, Lost.
Smimbly Whiskers.
Nope.
It's
Lost.
a very common kobold name.
And I'll never remember it. Lost. This is Torvi and Lonnie and Sleepy Pete and, well, Whiskers. It said Whiskers.
Whisker.
Whisker, singular.
Torvi, the little kobold, kind of wraps his arms around your leg and just says, can you take me home?
Oh my gosh. Of course we can take you home. Where do you live?
Well, I meant to your home, because my home's kind of terrible.
I don't... Oh, okay. I don't really have a home right now, but, okay, look around.
Oh, no.
I guess we're also lost.
And he says, well, I guess we can go back to the castle. And he says, I live in this castle. And he points to a large keep that is kind of looming over Marcia Bay. This large Gothic castle that is just kind of almost stabbing upwards into the sky.
Well, looks like maybe we should live with you.
Oh, no, I wouldn't advise that.
Why not? What is wrong with living there?
Oh, the Viscountess who lives there, he kind of pauses. She's really different.
Oh, that's okay. Being different's okay.
Yeah.
I guess you might need to meet her first. She's looking for adventurers.
What do we know about this imposing building?
Roll me
Building here.
history check. Whisker,
History.
singular.
+0. 9.
You know that it is a very imposing building.
I have been imposed.
It's real spooky.
It's really spooky.
Premium scares.
Premium scare, built only on the most accursed land, with haunted masonry. You know that the previous Viscountess who lived there was killed and then replaced. The previous castle in Mance was burned down by the new Viscountess, who has now kind of taken control of Marcia Bay.
And Marcia Bay isn't doing the best, so I'm going to connect the dots and say that's probably the Viscount's fault.
I mean, financially,
I'm assuming.
Marcia...
No. This is probably I don't know. It's probably not true. I'm assuming.
Connect those dots.
Yes, I'm incorrect.
Does Whisker say that out loud?
Whisker doesn't think.
Okay.
Privately.
All right.
Everything's out loud.
Okay. All right.
Good to know.
So then this Viscount lady needs some whooping. Let's go.
Oh
And
no! And he's like, "You're nice. No! I don't want to see nice people get hurt."
Okay, we
already
usually hurt
walking.
others.
And
Corby, we're supposed to be on vacation.
Yes, but He's still got a bow tie.
And it is at the pointing of the bow tie that these large golden chests just begin to appear one after the other with little.
Oh, baby.
Around the kobold? Around Mr. Smimble Whiskers?
Yes, because I think that's cute. Mr. Spimbly Whiskers, these are golden chests are just appearing, each with your name engraved upon it. One each. Thanks
What a blessing.
to our Justice for the $125 donation. Y'all are gonna get some cool legendary magic items. So, we will start with Whisker. What should you get? There are so many good things. You're going to get a... You know what? These are always fun. You're going to get a luck blade.
You're giving the cultist a wish.
Just making sure you are proficient in longswords, right?
Yes.
Yes. Then you get a luck blade.
Sure.
Our goblin artificer. Why don't you get a belt of storm giant strength, because those are always fun. For Mr. Human Ranger Ascalon. Are you Dex or Strength Spect?
Wisdom spect.
Wisdom Spect.
Oh.
How do? Okay. Could you make do with a Vorpal longsword?
I use shillelagh on a club.
Vorpal club.
Okay, you know what? Could
Club.
Just knocks the limbs off with the
Very home run baseball.
yeah. No. We're not done yet. How about +3 studded leather armor? Nice. Torvi. Oh man, I'm really tempted just to say you reach in and it is your gloves that are OP, because I want to see what they do.
You really do.
I really do.
You really trust me. You really want to see them.
I'm convinced. There are just these set of gloves. I don't know what the heck they do. You do. This seems incredibly dangerous.
It's all about the look on RJ's face.
And Sleepy Pete, you get a Horn of Valhalla iron.
Small
I'm
request.
sorry.
Small request sauce. I am a Dex character. Can it be a rapier or a dagger? Like blade?
You know
Or is
what?
it a longsword?
Sure. Yes.
I have a plus.
Nintendo Power Gloves.
Because ooh, that would be special.
Yes, and now we get a second round of legendary magic items, thanks to
Oh, boy.
Singit. So, we will start with a set of +3 plate for, oh wait, no, sorry, you said you were, Dex Spect.
Yes.
So you will get a Rin of Djinni summoning. I'm
Me?
sure that won't bite me in the butt. I don't know what a Talisman of Pure Good is, Quizbane, but I know in your heart that you could make use of it.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what the Tome of Stilted Tongue does, RJ, but I know you could make use of it. You know what? I know what a Belt of Storm Giant Strength does, Torvi. And I know that strong ladies just command respect. And finally, Sleepy Pete. Screw it. You get a wish spell. A spell scroll with wish.
Okay.
It's just at the top of this list. If anyone will use it responsibly. Who knows? Okay. And Mr. Spimbly Whiskers just kind of looks at the chests that have been appearing and says, yeah, that's been happening a lot. I'm sorry. He kind of his eyes water up and he says, "Ever since the Mystery Mile started, it's just all this weird stuff's been happening, and the Viscountess Mortenew's been angrier, and she ate all of the staff." And he just kind of starts sobbing.
Excuse me?
Little kobold tears.
Scraps the mechanical dog, approaches the kobold and begins to lick his face.
Oh god!
It's not especially comforting, but he does kind of like release a small spray of water to imitate the wet kisses.
Oh, Ninja Nurse just donated $15. Sleepy Pete needs some chaos to help wake him up.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Ninja Nurse. I'm sorry, Sleepy Pete.
Thank
Mr.
What's
Spunky
gonna
Whiskers
happen?
is just crying more. He's like, "Oh god, it feels like steel wool."
It's like, oh yeah, you get in there, boy. You give him a good lick. Get in there.
And Sleepy Pete, if you could roll me a D percentile.
Sure. That will be 70.
70. Oh no. Well, maybe.
What do we got?
Okay. There is good news. As a cart is being pushed by, just filled to the brim with the corpses from today's random shenanigans and destruction.
Okay.
There is a flash of light, and a heavenly chorus of angels, and music. And from this light erupts, from these various corpses, each one is reincarnated as a wood elf. And they're climbing out of the cart, one by one, looking around, and they're just kind of like looking at you. Like, what happened to our regular bodies?
Oh, bonjour, mon chat.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
And I'm not sure what to do with this. And
Would elves speak in French?
No.
no, it's more that Sleepy Pete has acquired between living in a smaller place and perhaps an injury during his college days, an unusual accent.
Torvi, you are suddenly surrounded by dozens of your own people.
Hey guys.
And one of them is just like, what do we do? Why are we all wood elves?
I don't know. I've never actually asked myself that question.
We're getting into some really weird metaphysical questioning.
I'll step up and say it's a great miracle from the wondrous Mr. Boots, and I start handing out pamphlets.
Oh no, another cult! We just got rid of the last one, last adventure. I mean, last hour. And there's.
Hey, wait, guys. Are we the bad guys? I did. We're the cultists.
It's a moral quandary. It's not a real thing.
It's like
We're all in the gray area.
What is evil?
gray area. Hey, by the way, have you guys seen like a sea elf about like yay high blue hair?
And there is a pause, and they say, "You know what? That does sound familiar. I think she was, no, I did see her. She was working with some more, with the Orc Mafia. Is her name
It does sound like her.
Delilah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Tell me,
her.
I think she
tell me
might-
all on vacation.
She said if you see a little blue kobold, you should adopt him."
Ah, that's cool. Do you know any little blue? Hey, wait, that's you.
Me. And he kind of looks at you and he just goes, "Up."
Picks him up. Picks them up.
Puppies.
She's gonna have to take care of you and take you out for walkies. You know that, right?
"Oh, don't worry, I'm crate trained."
That doesn't sound right.
Look, if I'm gonna be living with you nerds, you're gonna have to put me up in style. The good news is, I know somebody who's hiring. The bad news is, it's kinda the lady I work for currently. And the
Because
bad...
she ate all of her staff, that's why she's hiring.
Well... yeah...
Is
Right.
there... Can we add, like, if we do get, like... I'm not looking to get hired, but if we do get hired, can we add to the contract not being eaten by our boss?
You know, she's pretty good
You
about
think?
not eating people, as long as you don't ask her that one question. She really doesn't like being asked if she's a vampire.
Cool.
Okay.
Just,
Well, that sounds ominous. Let's do it.
Should we do something with all of the people?
I give them pamphlets. They'll just, follow the will of God, and then they'll be fine.
Perhaps they could be additional servants.
Ooh.
But I don't know. What do you do with a bunch of these people? Torvi, don't you think we should take care of these elves?
I mean, yeah, we probably should.
All right,
You guys all want to come with
yo.
us?
We go into the castle. Come on.
well, I mean, we all have families and jobs, but, all right, why not? And the Congo line, there's, I'm going to say about a dozen of these wood elves just kind of
Dun,
falling.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
All right, I'm about it.
Beautiful.
Ascalon.
just missing that coconut with a little umbrella in it, and it can actually be a vacation.
There it is.
See, this is perfect. We're still on vacation. We'll find Delilah and it'll all be fine.
I took 2 weeks off for this, unpaid.
It's fine. It's going to be okay.
Oh, don't worry, Ascalon. Lady Mordenau is obscenely wealthy, and she's just been paying adventurers. Usually 500 gold a pop, which I'm told you can just take with you wherever you go, even on other adventures. And it is
What
free.
is-
It is.
Is that right? That sounds great.
You can
Great,
just
yeah.
do that, and if anyone gives you guff, just be like, "I was doing a very charitable act."
I'm a character that will never
is a
be played
good
again.
point.
What do I do?
Sorry. What was that, Whisker?
I'm a character that will never be played again. What do I do?
You can always give your things to me. Another adventure.
You're a good friend, Toffee.
Like a good friend, like my new mom.
I'm doing like my new mom. Nice.
Fantastic.
Mr. Smimley Whiskers kind of leads you forth towards the castle, which, as you approach it, you see all the bats flying around it. You hear the ominous organ music just... You hear a crack of lightning, even though you swore it was bright and sunny. Not but 15 minutes ago, when this adventure started. And as you kind of make your way up, you can see on the doors there are little ropes, just so Mr. Smimley Whiskers can kind of go up to the doorknobs and actually reach and pull them open. As he leads you in.
That's clever.
As he leads you in,
Mr. Spindly Whiskers, what did you say you used to do around here?
oh, I was the butler. I buttled. And he kind of scampers in, and he leads you into the grand hall, and the grand hall is dark and kind of dreary. There are cobwebs everywhere. There is these fountains that are just spraying this kind of red viscous liquid that may or may not be blood. Who knows? Who's to say? Seated at the very end in this kind of volcanic ebon chair is this about 7.5 foot tall lady, corded with thick muscle, but you couldn't tell under the massive blackened half plate she is currently wearing. Just a shock of red curly hair. And as she sees you, she appraises you with the look of someone who probably would give an appraising look at a lobster in a tank. And she says, do we have dinner guests now?
Yeah, we brought these elves. You can, they're right there. There's a whole batch of them.
Oh, and she looks at them all, kind of eyes falling upon Torvi. Oh, these people good enough to eat. Before kind of settling her
Yeah,
eyes.
we're all such snacks.
And she smiles a toothy grin at that, Whisker.
You're hiring?
I am in the market for adventurers. My brother, and she kind of gestures to a gentleman beside her, kind of, again, pale as marble, just red hair cropped close. And as he looks, he just nods his head, because I don't want to do two separate bad Russian accents. He just nods his head. My brother is a man of few words. Recently, his bride-to-be has fled into the Mystery Mile. I require adventurers to reacquire his fiancée. Yes, my furry friend.
Fled?
We believe that she got cold feet. Oh, a Delilah, $30. A roll on the chaos table for Alani and Torvi. Round 2 of the most epic game of hide and seek begins. Love Delilah. Oh, thank you, Gabo. We love you. So we can start with Ascalon. Oh yeah, no.
Oh.
Graybeard.
We didn't catch it.
We didn't catch that. It doesn't count.
No,
All right.
bonk.
All right. All right. Big donations. Get.
Bonked.
I really
I
hope
take
you're
that
not,
mallet and hit that guy in the face.
I really hope
This is
you're not
gonna
like
be
waking
fun.
up your family with those.
Oh yes. Oh yes. They knew it was coming though. So.
Ascalon, if you could roll me a D percentile.
Hell yeah, brother. I's got. If that dial stops spinning.
Mhm.
A 67, 2 off from being nice.
2 off from being nice. Okay, you know what? That already happened once.
Can I roll again?
No. I can just regenerate the list. Okay, cool. Your skin turns hard as stone. Just, Jaguri Zion Wadsdy, $50. Courtesy of Coinstar in Sigil. I'm not sure if this equates directly to 500 gold from the quest I dropped into the machine, but what use have insectoids? What use have insectoids for currency anyways? Thank you very much. We will get that in one moment. Yes, you now have resistance to, I'm just gonna say, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Nice.
And Torvi, if you could be so kind.
Torvi.
What did we
Torvi,
get?
do you have any lotion? My skin's kind of.
I keep telling you, you need to moisturize. 45.
45. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, you know what? This might not be bad. A pack, can you roll me a d12? I'm just gonna keep rolling dice until I decide on something.
Oh dear. Okay, D12, we have a 11.
Okay, good roll. You get 11 corgis. This said hyenas. I decided no corgi. Just one after the other. And they all just sort of kind of, wiggle. They are all puppies. So they're doing that thing where they are just kind of banging each other.
But,
Look, corgis! Oh, there's so many. Can we keep them, please?
We're feeding and walking all of them.
Oh, but they're so little, we could just walk them all at once. It'd just be like one walk. Please.
We're on vacation. Fine. All right.
Okay.
And,
Now I need to think of 11 names.
Mr. Smimley Whiskers adds, make sure to take these with you on all of your adventures.
I would like to start constructing a sort of 11-horse carriage that can be drawn by Corgi. I'm taking apart chairs and stuff that are in the room in order to start accomplishing this goal.
And I am going to say that Sleepy Pete, as you are assembling these things, a golden chest appears before you.
Oh no! I work faster to try and make more of this beer. Oh, I'm doing good, doing good.
And as the golden chest cracks open, there is a wand of polymorph for you.
Very good.
And
I call this the pooper scooper. You'll need one for those dogs.
And he hands
thank
the
you.
shovel over.
I think to go with your, I believe it was a talisman of good, Quizbane.
Oh, okay.
You get a talisman of ultimate evil.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yes, exactly. All right.
What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
Am I limited on a wand of polymorph by concentration, or can I polymorph 7 things?
I will allow it.
Okay.
Because it's
In that case, this corgi cart has become much more imperative.
What's the worst that can happen?
But yeah, as I butcher parts of their furniture, just like between axe chops, I am asking the Viscountess if she, because I'm a former citizen of Marcia Bay. I actually want to know what's going on with all the people here, like where everybody's disappearing to and what's going on there. So while between axe chops, I'm like, hey, do you know what's going on?
There's just been various accidents. It's been quite unfortunate. Also, we had a labor strike, and you know how it is.
And he says, "Oh yeah, I know accident." He holds up a missing thumb.
And he said, and the Viscountess smiles and
Says, so most of the staff was dealt with. Perhaps harshly, but in the end, I think everyone left quite satisfied.
and she kind of bares her fangs for a moment.
Ho ho ho! A little bit rumbody bumbody.
More bumpety.
I did not take you for that kind of woman.
More rumpety than bumpety, one would say. And the Viscountess, I take what I want.
And she kind of glares for a moment before saying,
500 gold for each of you if you bring back my my soon-to-be stepsister. I trust this is acceptable.
Hey guys, huddle. Shh,
We have no reason to distrust you.
this sounds like kidnapping to me. I mean, this is a little weird, but it's also a big adventure hook. Look over there behind her. There's a big hook, and she's got like a diamond above her head. And if we click on the thing, if we click on the thing, then we get the gold.
oh,
So
yeah, no,
I
there's
assume-
just, you see the exclamation point over her head.
I need to get your texture pack for this mission because I only see the exclamation point.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well,
I'm just concerned because I can see her health bar. That's usually a bad thing.
Oh.
Is she skull level?
Unfortunately, she has one of those health bars that has the, like, bright red gradient around it.
It's got the health bar.
Yeah, the kind of warning that it may be over your level.
It's got pips underneath it to refill said health bar.
It's one of those 6-hour raids, and you guys got to be like completely organized going in.
Ascon like looks down left and just sees like a little loading bar. You guys hear like boss music and the lyrics are in Latin?
Yep. That's Latin, I think.
And you
Move away slowly.
and you just hear Mr. Smimbly Whiskers go, "Let's do this, Smimbly Whiskers."
Snatch, grab him.
Someone save him!
You see his little legs kicking.
You can perhaps
Okay, I
ask-
think that's it. Good
Yeah,
group
yeah.
chat. I think we're taking the mission.
What's her name?
She is. I have this written down. You'd think I would know it off the top of my head. Princess Jacqueline. And then people have last names, but apparently not in this case. Jacqueline Holzer.
Vampires don't.
Can you repeat that?
Jacqueline, Holzer.
What's she princess of? If I may ask.
A small micronation off the coast of Chult.
Called?
Called.
Indeed, cold.
Called,
That's its name. It's called Cold.
called Thrace.
Okay. Sorry, sauce.
Nah, sorry.
Did he just say it was Princess Hoser? I think that's what she said, right?
Holzer.
Not. Oh, got it.
No. She's not Canadian. A Canadian insult. She's just very, very close.
Maybe we should head out and
Into
move
the,
away from the boss music.
into the Mystery Mile, I trust. You'll bring her back, preferably in one piece.
I mean, I guess that's the aim. Is it just a mile long?
Well, no one measured it precisely, but I think they were more interested in alliteration.
Okay. That's good. Because the corgis can't go too long, so.
Oh, some of them are already splooted down. They look tired.
Oh dear.
So Quizbane's picking corgis up and stuffing them in his little tactical vest in the pockets. So he's got corgis tucked in, as many as he can carry.
Here's Mr. Fuzzy Butt. Here's Mr. Wiggly Butt. Here's Mr. Chunky Butt. And she just keeps going.
This is the Butt family.
Almost a dozen butts.
As you pick up the last one, the 11th one, it just says, "Don't worry, my name is Sir Pancakes. I've
Okay, Mr. Pancakes.
come. My brothers can stay here, but I am now your sworn protector, Lady Torvi.
Okay.
I've traveled."
Oh crap!
And he says, "Put me down. I shall hold my own leash." And you see this tiny corgi puppy just kind of goes up onto two legs and says, "Shall we save the princess?"
Yes, we shall.
Onwards! And you don't know where he has gotten this broadsword from. He's produced it. And he says, Come, my fellows. Glory awaits us in the Mystery Mile."
I use magical tinkering to make what was his name, Mr. Pancakes.
Sir.
Sir Pancakes.
Sir
Pancakes,
Pancakes.
excuse
Make
me.
to give Sir Pancakes a glowing aura.
Sir Pancakes kind of waves his sword around, and then, because he's only little, he takes 2 steps and falls over. And he's like, I may
Can't write the weight.
Yeah, no, he's like,
He's like trying to.
I may have grossly overestimated my own strength.
I could carry your sword for you and just give it to you when you need to smite things.
I would appreciate that.
Whoa, wait a minute. I got an idea.
And he takes his belt of storm giant strength and puts it, because it's magical, it shrinks down and becomes a collar for the corgi. So now he has 29 strength. So Sir Pancakesy can rule the world. Does that work or no?
Yes. Yes, it
Of
does.
course it is.
Onwards, adventurers! Come, Ascalon. I'm sure we will have many adventures that we will both go on.
Oh yes, he's coming back with us. He's my sworn protector.
Verily, the strong Corgi leads the charge.
The look on RJ's face as he realizes she's coming back with 11 dogs.
11 dogs, various magical.
And a fucking one of them has 22 strength. Great.
It's a dog that can duel a dragon.
I'm just picturing RJ trying to try to get this thing out of the game, but it just overpowers him somehow.
Dog grapples
DM
you.
now.
Don't worry, RJ. It's for the children.
It's for the children.
It's for
Let's do this.
Such
You
dungeon
did promise
mastering.
Delilah
Much
and I
party
a
kill.
dog.
Allons! I announce quite suddenly and march out the door.
Sir Pancakes is right behind you. Mr. Spimbley Whiskers is playing with the remaining 10 corgis, and he says, "Make sure she doesn't eat them."
Oh no, they're coming with us. I've got a plane.
Okay. I'm gonna hide in the pantry so she doesn't eat me. Goodbye. I love
I wonder
you.
if I can help out Smimbly Whiskers a little bit here.
Bye, Lost. We love you too.
I cast grease on Smimbly Whiskers to make him hard to catch.
And Mr. Spimbley Whiskers is like, "All right, good. If she comes at me, don't worry, I got a shiv." He pulls out a small rusty knife. I'll just gut her. What's the worst that can happen? Before kind of scampering away, just going Spimbley Whiskers. As the team ventures out of Morsha Bay, out into down the trade road towards the Mystery Mile, it doesn't take long before you reach this thing. It is a large barrier, seemingly of this kind of shifting, stained glass. And as you look through it, there's nothing strange on the outset. On the other side, it is just a road. Kind of ensconced on both sides by trees. Just simple dirt, but the light kind of refracts oddly from within the Mystery Mile, almost shifting colors. And Quizbane, as you kind of put your hands against this barrier, that there is resistance, as if surface tension. And you can kind of press your hands in it and leave imprints for just a few seconds before snapping back.
Looks left and right. I mean, is it forever?
It seems to be going off in all directions. Presumably a mile, but, you know, Imperial system, who knows how precise it is. Haha, laughs in metric.
Okay, so what do we do? Do we dive in? I'm gonna dive in, and he starts to step forward.
Does anybody try to stop him?
No, wait. Let's
No.
see what happens.
Have fun.
Oh, this looks interesting.
As Quizbane kind of starts going into it, there was resistance at first from this barrier, but after a moment, Quizbane, your hand just kind of goes through it, and there is a loud snapping sound, and a sound of shattering glass, as the barrier between reality is shattered, and all of you just kind of see lights kind of streaking past your eyes, just one after the other. You see swirling galaxies. You see a sun collapse in on itself and explode, and as you see all of this, you can feel yourselves just kind of make a giant U-turn, and you are rocketing back towards Toril. And as you're about to hit, you see one of the moons of Toril. I believe there's two, but it is Selune that you see that kind of intercepts you at the last moment. And as you find purchase on the ground and you look up, you can see kind of Toril looking right back at you. the ground beneath you is just this kind of dusty, gray, powdery rock. And for a moment you're not sure if there's air. And it would be very funny if I just was like, no, y'all suffocate. But no, you take a breath in eventually. And for some reason there's air on this moon. And apparently that's canon too, because I checked that before the game.
Lon will pick up a rock and lick it.
Oh, it tastes...
Nice.
Oh, wait, no. You know what? Can you roll me a D percentile?
Is it porous or is it rock?
Roll me a D percentile and we will find
71.
it. 71? That is a good roll, I think. I hope. Okay.
It's not. It is now.
Ascalon spontaneously combusts, dealing 68 shrapnel damage.
Okay, yeah, why not? As you lick the rock, for some reason it tastes very distinctly of a sharp cheddar. And as you look at it, you see that it is, in fact, a wheel of cheese. And as you look in your other hand, there is a coconut with a little umbrella in it. And as you look behind, you can see there is a gentleman playing on a steel drum.
Are you guys seeing this, or am I just high off of moon bath salts?
Both, actually. you all can see this.
Oh, I can see that too, but that's probably not going to be very helpful. I sometimes see things.
It is a funky beat.
I
Start to dance with Sir Pancake.
Oh yeah, no, Mr. Pancake's getting into this.
I wanted to cast scene visibility myself.
Yeah, are you looking for anything in particular, or?
No, I'm just paranoid.
You know what? Roll me a D percentile.
Of course.
I still got 2 more of these.
98.
Oh no.
High number. What do I see in the ethereal plane?
Okay. You know what? What is the worst that could happen?
Oh no.
Okay. As you kind of look down, and you're looking around for anything invisible, you just see a little black cat before you, and it says, "Whisker, come to me, my child."
I approach and immediately kneel.
I have words of warning that you must heed, and you must herald to one and all. The chaos that is being caused is from the Mercy Mantle, an object that is sister to the very crown that gives me my power. And he kind of gestures at the Mercy Crown that he still wears from last year's game. And he says, I needn't go into all the details, because that was quite a while ago, and also quite long. But somebody from the past has acquired the Mercy Mantle and is causing all of this chaos. You must tell Adric Addington.
Adric Addington.
Addington.
Adding who? Who adds what?
Precisely. Heed my word, my child. Also, can you just kind of scratch me behind the ear?
Of course. And I...
No, that's too much. And he spots you and then disappears.
None of us could see that, right?
No, all of you could see that and also hear it.
Ah, shit. That was fucked up, guys. Right? That was a god. I think that was a god. Or a cat. One or the other. Cat.
Yes.
Both.
First one, then the
All
other.
strange.
Are cats Scots? That might explain a lot.
Should I be chasing it?
No,
says Mr.
no,
Sir
Mr.
Pancakes.
Monsieur Pancake.
I look at him like quizzically. My eyes are like, "What did he just say?"
Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's cool, guys. And Quizbane gets between the two of them.
Let me at him! Quizbane, you were just picked up by this tiny corgi and put... Yeah.
Maybe later you can chase some cats, but just now I think we need to do our job. You can
But
chase
where
them
is
too.
our job?
What the god just told us to get the mystery mantle and stop the chaos, right?
But we are on the moon.
So
The cat,
hopefully it's here.
the cat god reappears very briefly to you, Whisker, and just says,
Okay.
I should probably mention, Mystery Mantle, send the knowledge to Addington.
Yes.
Someone else who's not on the moon can take care of that part. This is setting up future adventures, perhaps in 2 hours.
Fair
How
I look at my
how
non-existent watch.
specific?
But for you, there are other adventures. Now, you there,
Uh,
Goblin. Don't you want to pet my tummy? Look at it; it's so soft and inviting.
Okay, don't. Exactly. Ah, son of a bitch! I knew it.
I pet God.
You get 1 inspiration,
Yay.
and the cat disappears.
Quizbane goes over to Pancakes after the god disappears. It's like,
Yeah, we'll get him later. It's cool.
Fuck him up.
I don't have sending. How do we tell Addington about this?
Cat reappears. Perhaps in person after you've finished this.
Oh, that's very
thrilling
smart.
adventure.
It's very
What?
incredibly omniscient of you.
Quizbane immediately thinks that the god heard what he just said to Mr. Pancakes and jumps behind Mr. Pancakes.
Now, really, this is the last time I'm appearing. I have to go to Mount Olympus to go knock stuff off of it. And as he walks
Of course.
by, Ascalon, he just kind of swipes at your leg just as he's walking by.
Dick.
Before
That's what I said.
vanishing once more.
So let's see. We have arrived on a moon. There are odd things happening here. Can I make an investigation check to see what else is around?
Yeah, by all means.
Let's see. That will be a natural 1. I am playing with Sir Pancakes.
Yeah, there is a moment where you think that you're about to find something, but then you see Sir Pancakes has kind of fallen over, and he's fallen over, and he's kind of got his back paw in his mouth. And he's just kind of...
How did you do that? Very impressive.
I
start trying to imitate his posture. This is incredible. Come on, you guys.
I'll put my hand on Pete's shoulder and then maybe we need to see better, and I give everybody 300-foot dark vision for 1 hour because I can do that.
You can see so many stars now. It is
I
breathtaking.
see everything.
Only do that once.
And I didn't even lick the moon rock.
I'm going to need
Options still open.
Oh, I should also.
Moon rock?
The moon rock is still just a wheel of cheese in your hands, Ascalon.
Delilah was right. The moon is made of cheese.
And as you kind of reflect on this, looking at this wheel of cheese in your hand, I'm going to need perception checks from everybody. And we will start with Whiskers, because you're player number 1 on the roster. 12?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Quizbane.
7.
Excellent. You two are enraptured by Sir Pancakes. as he kind of looks to you and says, "Where did my tail go? Why do I have this little nub?" He kind of wiggles his nub, the little nub that he has on his butt around.
We'll figure it out and we'll get him.
Get my tail back. Ascalon.
What does the 30 get me?
You know what? I will tell you in a moment. You sit right there. Torvi.
11.
Sir Pancakes is he's kind of for some reason he has found a like one of those little tug toys, like a piece of rope, and he's kind of plopped it in front of you. He's like, you know, if you're not busy, if you're not doing anything.
I'm not doing anything. I've got all the time in the world.
And Sleepy Peter.
13.
Okay, you were just watching this tug of war going on.
Taking notes.
But Ascalon, you're probably the only one who is not enraptured with this adorable corgi.
It's the guard instincts kicking in, just like, where are we?
And there is something amiss here on the moon.
You don't say.
I love that line. And as you kind of look around, you see there is a person just perched on a small hill not far from here, wearing this kind of glass bubble helmet. And in their hands, they're just kind of loosely holding what you can only describe as some sort of long rod with a handle, almost like a crossbow. But it's covered in these strange reflecting dishes. Some might call this a ray gun. I don't know if that word would be in Ascalon's vernacular. Yes, exactly like that.
How many weapons do you have?
A lot. I've been in his basement. He has so many.
If there's ever an invasion by, I'm assuming, the Normans, go to GB's house. It is the safest place.
Yeah.
And Ascalon, as you notice this one person, you notice that there are more just kind of seemingly appearing, leveling their guns at you.
Don't want to alarm anyone, but I think we're surrounded.
What?
And
Uncool, guys. Uncool.
and they all just sort of, one by one, have their guns trained on you.
I say hi.
And you hear just this distorted voice. State your reason for coming to the moon.
Quizbane looks at everyone.
Do we have a reason?
We're looking for, do you have a lost and found box somewhere on the moon?
Actually, yes.
We're looking for a lost person.
And you just hear this kind of whirring sound as if something's powering up. Just... and while Whisker might not be alerted, well, you know what? Whisker, there is a small laser pointer kind of trained on your center mass. But I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say as a cat. Yeah. Which person would that be, and for what purpose?
Well,
I'm too
I believe
infatuated
it's Princess Jacqueline Holzer.
And what do you want with Princess? What do you want with Princess Jacqueline Holzer?
Oh, I don't want anything with her, but the person that hired us wants something with her. She's meant to marry someone. Now.
And as the guns are sort of approached on you and this circle sort of starts tightening, one of the people just kind of wearing this space helmet, various pieces of makeshift armor, and a full wedding dress kind of approaches with this gun trained on you, and she pulls off her helmet, revealing this kind of blonde, what was once a platinum blonde hair that has been shaved down. She has got that kind of dark, she's got that eye black kind of put on. And she says, Jacqueline Holzer, and, sorry, Princess Jacqueline Holzer. And I have business here on the moon. There's a war going on, and I intend to see it through.
Oh, it's badass.
As far as reasons go, that seems like a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm.
Want a hand?
Who are we to?
And she kind of looks at all of you and says, well, that depends. What kind of help are you offering? I have no intention of going back to the Earth.
Well, it would be good to know. Did you leave mostly to attend here, or did you leave to get away from the Viscountess?
The Viscountess is... And she kind of sneers at this and says, a mild irritation, but what is happening here is a direct threat. Both to Toril and perhaps the whole fabric of reality. There is evil here that is historic and unprecedented. And she kind of waves a hand, and she says, don't worry, the moon men won't shoot you. And she says, Klamku, Borbog, Klazar, stand down. These people are no threat.
No, the lasers.
And she says,
You could maybe leave one.
one starts trailing around the ground.
Jump.
Our cleric needs enrichment, please.
They will tear up the furniture otherwise.
Yeah, if you don't, keep him going, he'll sleep 18 hours a day and then be up all night. It's a pain in the ass.
She's gone. She's hyper.
She is off on her own adventures.
You can see her in the background, just putting up dust clouds.
Taking advantage of the low gravity, so it's like... And she says...
Yes, I would not force you to marry if that is not your intent.
And she nods her head and says, good. They're not going to force me to do anything. And she kind of gestures. Come along. As she leads you towards a small camp not far away, where various moon men moon people, let's be inclusive here, who look just like regular people, but they have antennae. And they're various shades of green and blue. Looking around, they look displaced. They are sick, they are injured, they are wounded. There are makeshift field hospitals being set up. And she says, the moon used to be a place of peace, a place of silent reflection, but that all changed recently when the cloaked man appeared. A man wearing a magic item known as the Mercy Mantle.
Oh, that one, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And as
I heard of that one.
she leads you through this kind of refugee camp of moon people. The Mercy Mantle is responsible for what you see going on, all of the madness, all of the... And she points at the person playing the steel drum. All of the magic items that are just appearing. And the cloaked man is responsible for the great evil that has been beset upon the moon. And she kind of leads you over to a hill. And off in the distance you see these large airships. And on it is the unmistakable sign of the Astro-Nazi. Just
The dark side of the moon.
And she says, the Astro-Nazis committed their space krieg on the moon people.
This is very serious.
And I have been fighting them back since they got here. And I have no intent to see them, to go back to marry some buffoon until I see these cowards driven before me and their bones left to bleach in the moon sun.
Well, I like her.
Yes, you gentlemen.
I'm sorry, I had a line in my head and it was hear the lamentation of their women.
Oh yes, no. And yeah, she, you know, maybe if there's time afterwards. And she says, "Are you going to help me, or have you concluded your business here?"
If there's
If we-
one, oh, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Oh, if there's one thing I hate, it's boots damn Nazis. And, and he pulls out his weaponry and he's like, you know, heading towards the space airships or the Nazi moon ships.
And she kind of
Airships.
grabs you by the back, kind of reels you back in, and says,
Oh, I got to-
"There'll be time to bash the fash, soon enough,
Nice.
my little friend. But first," and she kind of looks to the rest of you. What are your intentions?
Oh, what do you think? Should we work this into our vacation as well?
It wasn't on the itinerary, but we could squeeze it in.
It seems like fun.
I signed us up for all of the cruise activities except for like widows speed dating, but like, you know, yeah, this sounds like fun.
Let's go for it.
And she said,
Pete,
oh, yeah, "Go ahead, Pete."
Pete perhaps incorrectly assumes that although she probably does actually care about what's happening here on the moon, he advises her that based on the way she is referring to her potential wedding, you will always have another great quest before you. You cannot simply put what is more important to you before resolving your problems with your erstwhile fiancé, whether you think he is a buffoon or not. And I will help you, if only to remove this excuse, so that you may take care of what is truly important. I'm slipping into Russian. But,
Oh no, you're starting to sound like him.
Oh, sorry. He has rubbed off on me a little bit. A strong presence in that Viscountess. But yes, he is happy to help, but says that I don't think this is actually what you're concerned about. You're trying to avoid what's going on at home.
You're just from classic avoidance.
He has a weird values system. Like
Quizbane's like, whoa, that's heavy. So, I get it. Cool.
And
And then I join, and I'm like, "What are we doing?" After I'm done playing with
Run
the lights.
you've somehow captured the
What's
light. you have several red photons.
Oh wait for it until we get in combat.
And she kind of gestures at the various airships and says, "We're going to take those, and we're going to burn the fuckers down."
Oh, I like fire.
Me too.
And she kind of looks and says, "Very well. With me then." And she goes down into a tent where there's a map laid out. And a single finger just goes down onto it. The Astronazis have a refueling station here for their spaceships, for their spelljammers. We take this out, they won't be able to resupply. And then it'll be an easy enough job to clean up the remainder. And she looks at you and says, "Simple enough task for you five, I hope."
We're 6 actually. We have Sir Pancakes. We need one more to be actually the Magnificent Seven.
Sleepy Pete's pet friend. There.
The guy on the steel drums. He's like, I've been part of your team this entire time. You haven't even learned my name.
Hey, you know, you're the drummer. It happens.
It's Ringo Starr.
Yeah, exactly.
You haven't even learned my name.
Hello, Helma. Oh my god, where'd you get that brownie? Big plate of him over there. Seems like a nice fellow. As you kind of look at the map, it seems deceptively simple in its process. It is just an open airfield with a simple refueling facility there. Yes, Ascalon.
So what's the security detail look like on this airfield?
There is a detachment of astronauts, a couple of highly advanced battle mechs. There is just one guy who smells terrible. We call him Stinky Ludwig. We believe that he might be their leader.
Great.
And there is a non-zero chance that there is the severed head of Adolf Hitler piloting a mechanized spider.
Oh, God
Very
damn
good.
it, not again.
God damn it.
Very good. Pete briefly imagines his head on the spider.
It looks pretty cool.
He's just like,
I'm picturing like the thought bubble
ball.
literally appearing over your head.
ça c'est bon.
But yeah, she says, whatever it is, I can try to get as much of their security detachment drawn away, unless you have another plan.
Sounds as good as any.
Perhaps we can hijack some of their mechs.
And there is a pause, and she, well, that would make for an
What do you
interesting
think,
set piece.
Quizbane?
I mean,
Everyone looks to Quizbane.
yeah.
I mean, you're the other,
Yes,
you're the other
yeah,
artificer. So.
Yeah, I mean,
We
yeah,
can cover you. We can cover
I don't
you
know
too,
if-
and you can take care of the mechs.
sounds good. Let's do it.
Are any of you familiar with high explosives?
Yes.
We do.
All right, very well.
Just my dynamite girlfriend.
Aw.
Hey.
Aw.
Star on the tooth. Ching.
He's got it all.
You got a Foley set up over there. It's great.
It's like
Can you walk us down the stairs to there? They did.
You have like a set of buttons for like sound effects. Like GB has an actual like studio set.
I'm just picturing it being like a 1940s radio where it's like, oh no,
The
it's
thunder.
It's raining. He goes and puts
An
on
actual slide
shoes and
whistle.
is like,
Sitting there, the rain's tick. Oh no.
Yeah.
DB has a fridge underneath his desk so he could pull out some celery for bone crunching.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess let's go for it. I'll try to sneak in if I can and abscond or take over a mech.
Okay,
I'll enhance ability you for Cat's Grace to help with the sneak.
Nice.
are all of y'all familiar with
I'll-
skill challenges?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do you
Hell
run
yeah.
them?
Uh,
Good Gray.
RJ.
That's it.
We have, as we have done on Nexus Adventures on Sundays at the High Goblin. If you could just, all of you need to make skill checks of various levels. You need 5 successes or 3 failures to see what will happen. You cannot use the same skill as the person who went previous to you. So just think of something how you can sort of how it helps or how it aids your infiltration to this refueling depot, you can use the power of magic in order to give your the next person advantage. I'm probably forgetting something because it's been a hot minute since I've slept.
And you yourself cannot use the same skill, so if you use stealth one round, you cannot use it again on the next.
Thank you. Yeah, and in lieu of rolling for initiative, we will just go in player order, as I have it set up right here. So, Whisker, how do you aid the team in this infiltration of the fuel depot?
We want to enter this sneakily, or do we? I can make a distraction.
You know what? I will say it is up to you. If you go loud or if you go quiet.
I'm asking the team.
A distraction can help the sneaky people, so I'm all good about that.
Distraction sounds like a good plan.
Sauce.
We have got a $15 donation from Lionheart Cosplay. Thank you, Lionheart Cosplay. A table of chaos for Robin, please, and thank you. It would be my pleasure. Robin, if you could roll that D percentile.
Got it.
Actually, we'll save the roll for when we start the skill challenges, just to see if it if it causes any hilarious disruptions.
Okay.
Nice.
What could go wrong? But yeah, you were calling a distraction, Whisker.
We are on the moon. If a spell has the word moon on it, would it be stronger?
I mean, that tracks.
Yeah, I want to cast Moonbeam.
It's in the book.
Actually, I think it does. Doesn't it get stronger in Moonbeam?
I don't know.
In full moon?
I have no clue. I don't like that spell, so I don't never use it. But I get it with my class. No, it doesn't say anything. It's like cheap changers have this like.
I think you're thinking of Call Lightning.
Oh yeah, no. Whenever there's a storm going. But you know what? In the same manner as Call Lightning, yeah, I will say Moonbeam. I will just increase the die for damage.
Sure.
So if it's like a D8, go to D10. If it's a D10, go to D12.
So yeah, I want to find a place where there's a lot of the astronauts, and the Moonbeam, instead of falling from the sky down, it's from the ground up because we're on the moon.
All right. There is a large congregation of them, and they are dancing to polka music. One of them has an accordion, and so it's nothing bad will ever happen on the moon, yeah. And if you would be so kind to roll that damage. Oh, and thank you for the subscription, Lionheart Cosplay.
Should I just cast a spell and roll it normally, or do you want to make a skill check? I can make like a spell attack or something.
Yeah. Actually, can you make me an Arcana check? Because I have. Yeah.
It'd be plus casting like I cast with Wisdom, and I have +0 Arcana.
All right, make me a Wisdom Arcana check.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That tracks. Unnatural 20.
Okay. That is enough. There is. There is a sound of, what is this? As the moonbeams kind of not just erupt from the ground, but because of the lowered gravity on the moon, it takes the Nazis up with the astronauts up with them, kind of sending them enough to achieve escape velocity.
So alien tractor beam.
Yeah, they're reverse tractor beamed up.
He's excited, and then he's like, "Oh no! Oh no!
What is this? Oh, mein Gott!" As they are kind of desperately trying to get back down, but they can't really find purchase on anything as you send a detachment of Nazis hurtling up into space.
Oh look, the Nazis are blasting off again.
Quizbane. What is Quizbane doing at this very moment?
Totes sneaking in, trying to find an empty mech, or maybe even a full one if he can't, and so stealth.
All right. Roll me that stealth check.
Advantage for Cat's Grace.
Oh
yes.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Oh yeah. Okay. Explain to me how you sneak in. Describe the scene as you Metal Gear Solid your way into this. It is a stealth sneaking mission, Snake.
Yeah, so goggles down, and he's a goblin, so it's low to the ground, like sneaking, and it's like space crate, and he's crunched like yay, and then he comes out of the space crate, still box like, and then dashes to the next thing, which is like a giant cannon shell type thing, and so that he's behind it. Yeah, that's how he makes his way across to try to attempt to look for one of those mechs.
Oh, right. Ascalon, as Quizbane is making his way in, what is Ascalon doing? The Astro-Nazis seem alerted to all of the Nazis that are, for some reason, being propelled into the sky.
I'd like to make an inside check to see like their pattern of movement and just guide the group away from them to a more secure location.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. Roll it up.
How's a 19?
A 19 is a success. And you can see currently this is actually a pretty easy movement to detect. They are going to all of the Nazis that are being shot up into the sky. This has gotten all their attention. This is unusual for them. Guard patterns have been disrupted. The polka classes have stopped. The yodeling has stopped. Oktoberfest has stopped. Mainly because it is April.
It stopped a while ago, but people still remember. They talk about how great the last one was.
Remember how great last Oktoberfest was? Torvi.
Every day is Oktoberfest here on the moon.
On the moon.
We make calendar here. Yeah.
Am I able to use stealth again? Because the person before me didn't use stealth, or is it if somebody used stealth in this round?
The person before you did not use stealth, so I will allow it.
I am going to use my stealth. I'm going to go and try and help Quizbane. So I'm going to stealth in that way. And see if I can give him a hand.
All right. Roll, then. Math rocks.
Okay. Rolling the math rocks. Ooh, that's maths. 28.
That is a solid success. What does it look like as you guys kind of almost like a ghost in the night as you make your way into this facility?
Pretty much, yeah. Torby just kind of she kind of like sees what's going on around and just goes, okay, and just seems to disappear as she crawls across the ground army style into the in behind Quizbane, trying to catch up with him.
As you kind of quickly catch up with Quizbane, Sleepy Pete, you are up.
Yes. Tell me if I can make a nature roll with this. Sleepy Pete becomes a giant crab and then uses his shell camouflage in order to look like a pile of detritus. He makes himself, kind of gray and moon rocky, appropriately, using nature to try and create this illusion. And then we'll grab anybody who walks by and kind of toss them in an appropriate direction as they try to reach the moonbeam. Perhaps launching people into the moonbeam as well.
Roll me nature then. And you know what? I will give you advantage because I think this is really fun. There are steps. It is convoluted. Basically, my two criteria are met. Was that with advantage?
Yes, after advantage, only a 10 on the die.
Okay.
But a +7 to the nature.
A 17 is enough. The number to beat today was 15. So that is 5 successes, as more Nazis are kind of wandering, Astro-Nazis, so they're not, I don't know, fuck Nazis. The Astro-Nazis wander in, as you kind of just hurl one after the other in, and there's like, oh no, it's a moon crab!
Guten Tag!
Mountain crab! Torvi and Quizbane, as you kind of stealth your way in, you see, there are two Nazis, and they are in front of two mechs, and they are complaining quite loudly because all of the nice astro-Nazi sigildry that they had been working on, somebody accidentally just hosed it off. So these are just a pair of unmarked mechs with no Nazi sigildry. And this is totally inappropriate for the master spacefaring race.
So, am I up or is Whisker up? In a skill challenge, or are we out of skill challenge?
You are out of skill challenge.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
Whisker started us off with the moonbeam.
All right.
do you want me to roll that percentile now?
Yes.
So remembering.
And thank you to Lionheart Cosplay for your $15 donation.
Okay, rolling a percentile, and it is 64.
Oh, and before we get to that, a $5 common care package for Torvi. Thanks for the Butts family, and that was Mad Pink Hatter. So with a 64, it was a 64, right?
64.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, this happened once before, but I liked it. So, a baby Stegosaurus just sort of appears behind you. Kind of just behind you, and it kind of looks around. And before you can even say anything, Sir Pancakes has already mounted this thing. Not in a sexy way, but like as its noble steed.
One would hope.
Onward! He's got a broadsword. He's ready to go.
Like the corgi with the broadsword on the moon. Then you have the far image, and that's your movie company.
I can't wait for you guys to come back and meet Delilah.
And the Stegosaurus is also a talking Stegosaurus. And it just says, it's just like, yeah, fam, time to fuck some shit up.
Fuck me up, fam.
So with that announcement, Quizbane will just step out and use his thunder wave wand to blow the Nazis away from the mechs.
Also, there was the common magic item for Delilah, or for Robin, which I will say, because these are always fun, a cloak of billowing. And
I love it.
Moonwind.
Oh, this is going to cause so many conspiracy theories. It's like, how do you get a wind on the moon?
We've got air up here, so
Yeah.
that's the bigger problem already solved.
I just billow. I'm an elf. Elves billow.
And as these two guys just kind of look to each other, and Quizbane, sorry, you were leveling your
thunder wave wand.
Yeah,
and I let him have it.
All right, blow them away. Is that an attack roll?
I think it's a save. I'm checking spells. Thank you, D&D Beyond. And the dice checker is in the way.
Oh no.
It is instantaneous, a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. One is a 12.
Failed. A 13 is your save.
And one is a. How about a 2?
All right. So 2d8 thunder damage, and they are pushed 10 feet away.
Okay. Then roll them math rocks, GB.
All right. And
you're all right there, RJ?
I saw in the background, like a couple of minutes ago, it was really dark, and then I just looked up into my window, and it's like, wow, it's light.
6 points of thunder damage.
All right, these engineers are not made for combat. And they just kind of both go, like, they float away into a wall where they fall down like a pair of limp rags.
Octaliba!
Octaliba, not again!
This happens every day.
And there are these two mechs, primed, not painted, fueled and armed. And as you approach it, that is where we will take our break for 10 minutes. But before we do that, why don't we do another prize draw? Because I like prizes. And I'm assuming y'all like prizes too. We have got a chainmail dice bag and a dragon dice guardian. So we will start this awesome giveaway. So start the giveaway. You'll see it in the chat in a second. Don't start typing exclamation point. Okay, now start typing exclamation point gimme. Exclamation point GIMME. Y'all can win cool stuff. And if you don't win cool stuff, I got nothing for that. Win cool stuff. Just by watching. Try win cool
If you
stuff.
don't win cool stuff, you get the consolation prize of continuing to watch the stream.
You got the consolation prize of knowing somebody else won cool stuff.
When you could have won it.
When you could, but they are probably enjoying it. Almost as much as you would.
You could have, yes.
You know they're not appreciating it as much as you would.
Take joy in the joy of others. Come on now. This is charity stream.
Was that about taking the joy of others?
Yes, whenever you can.
But yes, we will be back in 10 minutes with more D&D shenanigans. With more of these lovely players, more Team of the Magnificent Seven that are living up to their name. Yeah, we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere unless it's to grab a friend, grab a drink, or whatever the else Indoor says that I'm stealing from. Be right back in a minute, y'all. Oh boy! Oh my gosh! Don't say anything terrible. You're so hot, Mike. Oh. Oh no, they can hear my voice. Oh no, they can hear your voice. Oh no, now we're back. Hello everybody, welcome back to Mercy Road 2021. We are raising money for Child's Play Charity. A charity that provides toys and games for children in 185 hospitals and shelters around the world. We have got a lovely group of people here that are all helping us, and you can help them too, and children. Your donations can provide them with advantage, disadvantage, dabbing. You can provide them with magic items all the way up to legendary. Just all sorts of fun stuff. Yeah, Chaos Table. That is, I nearly forgot that, and that is my favorite thing.
Do love the Chaos Table.
The Chaos Table has given an embarrassment of riches today. With a little baby corgi astride a Stegosaurus, and also a guy on a steel drum, which has just been laying down the cool Caribbean beats this entire time. Especially during your stealth sneaking mission. To infiltrate an astro-Nazi compound on the moon, where we last left our brave adventurers. Quizbane and Torvi find themselves in front of a pair of mechanized battlesuits that have been completely removed of all imagery associated with the astro-Nazis. They are in for a repaint. These powered up, fueled up mechs are ready to, I'm assuming, do absolutely nothing and cause no damage whatsoever. Outside of the station, Whisker, Ascalon, and Sleepy Pete in giant moon crab form, are helping cause a distraction and guide our heroes as they continue on their adventure. So, why don't we start playing D&D, and we'll start with Sleepy Pete.
Yes.
You have tossed another one of these Nazis into the moonbeam, as they go tumbling end over end. What is Sleepy Pete's next move, or is Sleepy Pete just like, yeah, this is working for me?
I mean, it is kind of working for me. I think that I want to try and, like, this is an unconventional use of polymorph, but I think I want to try and leave the shell there and kind of like abscond out the back while
so
other guards yes, like while guards start to swarm my position, I'm making a careful exit, and then they find, empty crab shell.
What happens if you undo the spell?
Right. That's why. Like, I'm wondering if I can make this an unconventional. Oh no! Here. Oh yes! I use my scroll of wish, and I wish to be able to leave behind the shell when I polymorph back.
Excellent use of wish.
Okay.
As you sluice out of your shell, leaving behind just kind of. Has anyone here ever owned I owned a pet hermit crab. Am I the? No.
I had a hermit crab.
Okay. Thanks, Jazz. I needed that.
Oh no, I really did.
Oh, yeah.
I was looking at what a hulking crab can do. I was considering, can I leave the real crab behind, just like causing chaos? But this is smoother.
Yes, you kind of sluice out the back. You are now a naked crab. You're running around, probably going.
I got the Zoid. I just wasn't thinking I'd be Zoidberg. Sure, why wouldn't I be? I'll turn back into my normal self.
Turning back into Sleepy Pete. And Pete, can you roll me a quick deception check?
Yeah, I can. I can try anyway. It's not his specialty. That's gonna be a 12.
A 12. I will say a 12 is actually good enough, because the amount of distraction you have caused. A detachment of astro-Nazis come storming right by you, and even though you are not dressed, and even though you are very clearly not supposed to be here, these people are on the lookout for a moon crab. They're not on the lookout for some guy named Pete. So they just kind of brush right by you. As they go to swarm this empty husk that's just kind of like the wish. There's a little latent wish magic causing it to animate. Ascalon. When we last left you, you were guiding the Quizbane and Torby in there, into the refueling compound.
He's gonna slap himself with a disguised self and change his armor to look like astronazi regalia.
Mhm.
And he's gonna.
It's Hugo Boss. The space bear.
Bespoke. He'll make his way up to, like, if there's a control room to distract whoever's up there.
As you go upstairs, there are a few people working these kind of old cathode ray tube style computers, which are, I guess, incredibly advanced for considering you're from Toril? Question mark? But they're looking at a little radio display, and there's something is wrong. We are not picking up any signals for giant moon crab. The crabometer is just, well, it's getting nothing at all.
Hey y'all, there's like more beers and stuff downstairs if you want to take a break.
The other radio operator just, more beers? Hell yeah! And,
Hell yeah, brother.
And
Got Jim Raynor over here.
does that thing where just let's go we're gonna drink some light beer.
Yeah, I could take over here if y'all want. I could just, like, watch the sensors. I'll be on the intercoms or what have you.
Yes, that is good, brother. I am going to go enjoy some of this light beer as well. Come on, Cletus, let's, shall we go? Hell yeah!
Jawohl, as they say. Haha.
And as you kind of, as they leave, there are just all these random displays just showing light, showing computers, showing scans. The crabometer is honestly showing no crabs at all.
Lost the
Just says
beeps,
Huss.
the sweeps, and the creeps.
It's showing zero what is it? No, I got nothing. I was gonna say anomaly, but crabomaly? We're 20 hours in. This is the best I can do, y'all.
Anomaly, but that sounds like a time thing. Yeah, yeah. Move on.
Let's not get into time crabs. We're not ready for that, right?
Exactly.
That's
It's
another,
already
it's another
moon
it's a different
crabs.
lecture.
There's a pill for that, time crabs.
Zero.
They keep coming back.
abominations.
You have to go to a druid to get it. It's all.
Back alley druid stuff. Don't worry about it. Is there a big shiny
Those
red button that
Tijuana
says
druids.
launch the missile?
But I'm so tired.
Take a nap and send fire the missiles.
Roll me a quick investigation check.
A dirty 20.
Oh, a dirty 20. You are confused by the amount of computer technology that is dedicated specifically towards finding moon crabs. A good 30% of this entire control tower is just dedicated to that. And from your quick survey of the scans, there hasn't been one in the months that they have been here. But there is one button that says fire the missiles. And another one that says fire them missiles.
Would it be an Arcana check to change the target from crabs to mechanical spiders?
You know what? That would be an Arcana check. Because what is technology but magic?
Got a -1 on this. Let's do it.
Why would you suggest it? Okay, whatever.
Chaos. Also, I got like a 4.
You press some buttons, and as you press, I'm guessing press the fire Z missiles. Can you roll me a D percentile? Because I still have some of these left.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. 41.
Oh no, not a 41. I don't know what a 41 is. Let's find out together. Okay, you know what? This might not be bad. Time rewinds 5 minutes. And once more, you are back in the station. These two guards are here. They are talking about the game. Yeah, the game of
So-
Moonball.
So if you guys want to head downstairs, get some beers, I could watch. I'm sorry, I got like a bad case of deja vu.
Ah, I did too, brother.
Yeah.
Anyways, we were just going over this new control manual telling us how to change the targeting system.
Ah. All right. Well, if y'all want to head down and grab some beers, get me one on your way back.
Yeah, not a problem, brother. Why am I sounding like Hulk Hogan?
Brother,
I'm gonna lay down the hurt on them beers, brother.
I got you in the
Cletus
cage
is
for
running
3
wild.
minutes.
3 minutes. And he says, all right, just whatever you do, brother, just don't set it to aim for either the giant spiders or our entire fleet of Astro Zeppelins.
Oh shit.
Apparently, all you need to do is turn this dial.
Huh.
It's got 3 positions. It's got crabs. It's got Zeppelins. And it's got Mecha Hitler. And we're really pushing to get this button fixed. It's coming in from the store, from the factory like this, brother. These are the factory defaults. It is incredibly important. You don't blow up Mecha Hitler. We had him cryogenically frozen for so many years, brother. I'm just gonna keep talking until you let me stop.
All right, you know what? I got you. I will not set it to anything but moon crabs.
All right, we're working on Scout's honor. I know I've never seen you around here, but I trust you intrinsically. And
You seem trustworthy.
I've never seen you before. You seem like the trustworthy sort. And you say, leave the control tower.
That to Zeppelins.
And you see the fire the missile button. And there is the song of just because it's still in my head from the other game, memories from the musical Cats.
Just like the slow rumble of fucking rockets.
The entire facility as you see in...
I just have this image of like the missile hitting a zeppelin and people are screaming to memories.
As these zeppelins are slowly crashing into the lunar surface, one after the other. And as they're enjoying their light beers, the one guy kind of turns to himself and says, I think I should have been more clear with the dial, brother. This one's really on our training practices.
Oh, it's the humanity.
Why did we make them so explosive? Why did we fill our balloons with gasoline?
Does the moon tractor beam come by and take them as well?
You do control it.
Yeah.
And as this is going on, the Quizbane, Torfi, these mecha suits are right in front of you.
Quizbane will pull out a couple of cans and he starts shaking them. You can hear things
Nice.
rattling, and he looks at Torby and is like, "What do you want on yours?"
Oh, I want something pink and sparkly, please.
Right, he clicks some things in the cans and starts painting, and it's like that pink gloss with the silver glitter through it, and he just like paints strategic spots on the mech.
Oh, can I add something to this? I'm gonna hand wave it by saying it is just chaotic magic caused by the Mystery Mile. In addition to these nice kind of pink swirls, it looks like the side of a custom van of a Pegasus, and astride this Pegasus is Princess Jacqueline, just astride.
Like a 1980s fan art.
Yeah.
That is what I would like.
She's surfing on it.
Of course, it's not a Pegasus; it's an alicorn. Thank you very much, because it has the unicorn horn.
Yeah. You know what? Friendship is magic. I am all here for that.
I didn't know they
Crispy is
could.
so beautiful.
I didn't know they could do that. Cool.
I love the bedazzled effect over the side. That's so cool.
Yeah. I don't know my own strength. And then he starts.
I was just gonna say, you look at the label of one and kind of like lift it up, and it's just an exact picture of what you just drew. Put the label back.
And then he'll spray up to be like total pirate, motif. It's just blacks and whites and a big Jolly Roger type skull on it. And
once more, because of the chaotic magic of the Mercy Mile, as you kind of lower the can and look at it, you notice that you have drawn on the back of it Sir Pancakes, but now as Captain Pancake Beard. And he's got like a little eye patch on, a little hat, a little privateer hat, not dissimilar to the one that Twerby is wearing currently.
And a hook.
A little hook on his paw. A little stumpy hook.
A story hook.
And
he's got a peg tail.
Yeah, he's got a peg tail. And you lift up the label, and for some reason, it's exactly what you just drew.
I'll have to look into this.
He puts it back down and puts the cans back in his vest.
Your vest that is currently filled with 10 puppies.
10 corgi puppies.
All right, let's get them.
And as you climb into these mechs, I am going to say your armor class increases to 25 each. Your strength, if it is not already at an even 30, goes to an even 30. You can now fly up to your movement speed. And you can shoot missiles, which I will say do 4d12 damage, because I like d12s and I don't think they're used enough.
Thoughts?
And
all good things.
Is this the origin story for Captain Pancakes?
It might be.
Where he got his mech suit?
Captain Pancakes, for those who don't know, is in the Masks campaign, which you can see on Saturdays at 5:30 on the Hype Goblins channel.
I'm there.
The bombs are like 19, or the missiles are like 1940s looking bombs, and it's got like the alicorn motif each one, and like the Captain Pancakes motif on each one somehow.
And I'm just picturing like from Torvi with love written on the side.
Yeah, I've got some glitter in mine. I want to make the place look pretty.
Oh yeah, no. As you kind of stomp out, Sleepy Pete, you kind of rendezvous with the team. You were able to just kind of walk in. Whisker.
Sounds about right at this point.
You two are able to just kind of walk in, and Ascalon, as you kind of exit the tower, just very slowly, probably just dusting off your jacket. You just see behind him these zeppelins crashing into the ground, one after the other. And you see just a panicked, I'm guessing his name is like a Commandant Hulk, saying, brother, I think it's all over, brother.
What the hell happened? I didn't touch nothing.
I don't know what it is, but maybe there was a malfunction. Maybe it was a mistake to buy from that supplier that had the dials that switched to target our own chips. Maybe that was an oversight. Brother.
It's okay, we can rebuild.
We just brought the pain onto our own team. And he said, you know what, brother? I'm going to go back to my home planet. I'm going to open up a chain of pasta stores. I'm going to call it Pasta Mania, brother. I think this is a wise investment of my money.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right.
Leave all this Nazi stuff behind.
You do not want to sell me death sticks.
Anyways, I'm going to stop doing this voice, brother, because it's kind of hurting me. And he says, good luck with Mecha Hitler. He's gonna be really pissed off, and he kind of books it.
Reaches into his coat to pull out a weapon and hope for the best.
I'll poke Ascalon and give you advantage on your next initiative check.
And you start feeling,
I'm scared.
You start feeling a rumble. And the airfield just starts kind of splitting just down the middle, pulling back, and probably to everyone's shock, a giant kind of mechanical leg comes sprinting out, followed by 2 more. It pulls itself up, and this giant mechanical body with this tiny little glass jar, and the glass jar is all fogged up. So one of the spider legs has to go back in, and it comes back out with a napkin, and it just, and you can see like a very angry looking Hitler severed head mounted upon a mechanized spider. And from within the jar, all you hear is
What?
We can't hear you.
You might want to take the jar off. We can't.
No, we can wait.
PD X Wiz, $10. Hang in there, Sauce. You are fabulous. Here, one more time for you, bro. The last uncommon care package is for RJ, who wasn't in earlier, but is now. Aw. Let's get RJ an uncommon magic item. That's the Table of Chaos. We're not using that. Silly Sauce. Okay. As Mecha Hitler is trying and failing to enunciate through his tiny glass bell jar, Ascalon, you look down and you see there is a broom just by your feet. And as you kind of pick it up, you realize this is a flying broomstick.
Hell yeah.
And you can take this to your own game.
I'm to clean the place.
Yeah. But yes, I'm going to need initiative rolls, one and all.
Lon has advantage.
Yeah.
15.
Okay.
Whisker.
12.
15, 12.
6.
Yeah.
8 for Torvi.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's not that bad.
And Ascalon.
23.
Well done. Oh, and this spider. That is a D12 again. I apologize. That is a 9. So it will go. Doop, boop, boop. Ascalon. Whisker. Quizbane. If I got this right. Torvi. Spider. Sleepy Pete. That's the order, and I'm sticking to it. So Ascalon. Take it away.
Cool. Let's have a bit of fun with it. How far away is Mecha Hitler?
Mecha Hitler is a good 60 feet away.
Sick. Ascalon will cast Zephyr Strike on himself as a bonus action, which increases his move speed to, oh lord, 65. Oh, and he gets an additional 10 feet because of his Gloomstalker trait, so that's 75. He's gonna run up and smack Mecha Hitler.
Okay, you rocket forward. Roll them attacks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a spider, and you do have a broom, so you could just
Sure
sweep it.
would.
GB literally has everything in the scene.
I was just thinking, I was hoping like GB would pull out just a giant cup and a piece of paper. Just let him outside.
Yeah. So he will hit a couple of times with his. Actually, he'll use his moonsicle for this one.
Yeah.
So for the first attack, does a 16 hit?
Yes. He is not a very dexterous boy.
Cool. So that'll deal 7 points of magical slashing damage in addition to the 10 total slashing damage
Okay.
on the first. Gloomstalker gets a second attack on the first turn for an 18.
An 18 is a hit.
For 4 points magical slashing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am level 6, so that gives me a second attack.
It sure does.
Does a 20 is gonna hit.
I would hope so.
For a grand total of 5 magical slashing damage.
Nice. You land a series of just damaging blows against this mechanical spider. I keep on wanting to say mecha spider, but I don't know if he's in chat.
He is.
And I don't want to make that association. This mechanical Hitler. And there is a screech. At least you assume it's a screech. It's very muffled. It's just... and he is just shocked that someone would have the audacity to attack him. Whisker, you're up. Unless, Ascalon, is there anything else you want to do? All right, then Whisker.
Okay, I shall use my bonus action to shift. The hair on my body grows even longer. Look like a black cat. A bit closer, less human. Claws grow longer, but still holding the sword and shield. I get temporary hit points and other nonsense. Doesn't matter right now.
It's the best kind of nonsense.
And I'll approach Mecha Hitler and cast a Fairy Fire.
Okay.
And instead of like sparkling dust, it appears as if like millions of laser pointers are pointing at everybody within the area, giving them advantage if they fail the dex save.
Oh, nice.
Ascalon might be also in the.
How does a 7 do?
No, he succeeds.
Oh, yeah.
I got a 16.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, yeah, no, he is lit up like a cake.
Everybody has advantage on the spider.
Yeah.
Lit up with laser pointers. That is for. I'm going to walk around and just surveying the area. Just my eyes are like entranced by all the laser pointers, and I'm trying to find a nice position.
Yeah, right. You can kind of position yourself behind the spider. But yeah, was there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, all's good.
All right, then Quizbane.
I guess stomp forward and start firing rockets.
Oh, right, you're in a mech suit.
Ka-ding, ka-ding, ka-ding. Rockets away!
You'd think I'd remember that. Okay, roll me a ranged attack.
Woohoo, woohoo. Do I have something that's a ranged attack?
The missiles that you just fired.
Yeah, but I was wondering if it's on my sheet, so
Oh,
I
yeah,
could
no.
just click a button. No, obviously not. Okay, so it's a dex roll. Oh goodness. Yeah, no, that's a 9 all told with massive bonus and everything.
I believe I also gave you advantage at some point, didn't I, GB?
yeah.
Also, for that bonk.
Fairy
and
Fire
Fairy
as well.
Fire, yeah.
And Fairy Fire. Awesome. Yay, us. That's better. That's 17, 18, 19, 20. That would be a dirty 20.
Okay, and what did I say? Was it 3d12 or 4d? You know what? RJ is saying 4. I'm going with that. Torby's saying 4.
4d12. Nice. All right.
Keep adding d12s.
No, so I just 4 d12s. Go. 31 damage.
And each one kind of explodes. It is like you know, like a chalk firework. Just various like pastel colors, like nice little pinks and light blues.
Nice.
And Mecha Hitler has to use his little napkin again to wipe some off of his glass tank. Just beep, beep, beep. And sorry, how much damage was it?
31.
All right, that is very nice. Because he was at 19 before, so I can just get a nice round number. All right. Was there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I'm gonna say that's a lot. Yeah, no, he's in full attack mode at this point.
Oh, yeah,
I'll be better prepared next round.
No, you did great. Torvi, you are up.
Ooh. I am also in my big mecha suit, so I'm going to walk up next, be like, "Hey, Lon, look what I found!" And then I'm gonna shoot.
No, I'm standing right here.
I'm gonna try and miss Lon.
There's a moment you just Ascalon, you see that someone has spray painted onto the back. Can take on additional adventures onto the mech suit.
Son of a bitch.
Oh dear. Okay, so that is 24.
That is it.
Okay, let's do the maths. $22 damage, please.
Oh, with pleasure. Mecha.
Can I extra attack with the
Yes. Yes, you can. And when you bring this to other games, tell them I said it was all right. And it was for children, for charity. Sorry, I'm just looking at RJ. Looking perpetually. Just a scowl.
That's a 25 to hit, please.
Yeah, solid hit.
And damage is...
I'm just saying...
25.
25 damage, nice.
That's me.
I'm just saying, you know, like, they might not let you use your battle mech or take your talking corgi, and who is a stride.
I'm a Stegosaurus.
A Stegosaurus. Or the 10
And my
other
other
puppies.
10.
I'm just saying, if they don't let you keep all this stuff, in addition to all the magic items, they probably just hate charity.
You know,
And
that's
the
probably
Stegosaurus
true.
are fine.
Wow.
And show them a picture of a puppy corgi
Oh, yeah.
at a children's hospital, and you know they.
Yeah,
Looking sad.
Mhm.
You know what? I heard that every time a DM doesn't let you carry over all of the items you gain in a charity game, Child's Play actually goes to a hospital and takes games and toys away from sick children.
That
Exactly.
is what I heard.
That is probably true.
Yeah. So I would be a pretty bad person to do that.
Well, RJ is not doing well.
RJ. Okay, yeah, no, I was gonna have Mecha Hitler attack RJ, but now...
Do it.
We've attacked
Fuck
him
me
enough.
up.
We've attacked him enough. Come
We've
on.
attacked
He's already took psychic damage in real life.
Instead, Mecha Hitler is going to turn around and shoot a web at Whisker.
I knew it.
Just,
Sauce loves me.
does a 17 hit?
My AC is 18.
Oh no. Alright, then you manage to evade getting hit by this mechanized web. There is a hum as Hitler's shoulder-mounted lasers activate. I love that I get to say this in a game. I don't know.
D&D, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This is exactly what Gygax intended.
This is exactly what he intended. And there are a shot of two just red lasers at you. Just pew, pew. And that is a 24.
Me?
And yes, Whisker.
Oh boy.
And the other one is only a 14. So you are zapped.
Go ahead.
For 15 points of radiant damage.
Ouch.
Frosty, I see we're at the point where Sauce gets sued by Child's Play and is forced to stream an official apology. And I'm taking all of you with me.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
As it becomes Sleepy Pete's turn.
Indeed. I will begin by taking out the Horn of Valhalla and playing a jaunty tune on it, to the tune of Ico Ico, and he's talking about hey now, doot doot doot, hey now. And as he does so, I rolled for it previously. A total of 15 Valhallan crab folk, corgi folk, and stegosaurus folk appear on and around Mecha Hitler. He's Mecha Hitler.
Yeah, he's Mecha Hitler.
Actually, no. I'm allowed to make them appear up to 60 feet away from me, so I'll have them appear on him, and then I'll use my bonus action to pat Scraps and say, "Go get the head, boy. Go get it. Go get it." And he runs off, using his action to dash towards Hitler, try and acquire Hitler's head.
For a minute, I thought you said, and then Sleepy Pete runs off. You said later, suckers. Runs away.
I mean, he might as well, sits down to, start making a jambalaya or something.
That was the last we ever saw, Sleepy Pete.
You got business to return to.
People knew.
They'll have it from you.
And as these corgi folk and stegosaurus folk and crab folk just descend from the sky, they're just like, let's fuck them up.
Vikings are not Nazis.
Not us Germans are Nazis.
Exactly.
German Vikings. Yeah.
I mean, they were there. They're German.
Yeah, they
of
all
course.
they have German Viking ancestors.
They all have.
Beautiful.
The corgi sends a regard, Mecha Hitler. Okay, roll me, because there's 3 different groups. Roll me 3 different groups. Roll me 3 different d20s if you would be so kind.
Sure. Let's see what happens here. I'm wanting to grab my berserker real quick. Let's see, that is a 14,
Oh, I will say, you can add your own strength bonus.
okay.
Yep.
Strength is not a good stat for me, but yeah, I'll just use the +5 on the berserker.
Also, if they are using short swords, then those are dex weapons.
Okay,
If
sure.
that's any better.
Sorry, getting lost in the numbers. A 13, a 20, and a 24.
Okay, that is 2 hits. Can you roll me a 2d6 and then multiply it by 5?
That's a lot.
That is 30.
Okay, you do an even 30 damage as this group of avenging Vikings. Set 2, as this has become a running theme, X Gonna Give It To You by the late DMX, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Just begin to stomp on Mecha Hitler. And you just kind of say, the moon now belongs to the corgis and the crab people. Except Sir Pancakes. Will you lead our people to
A new day.
to a new day on the sun rises on the moon. The corgi folk, an alliance of the corgi folk and the crab folk, and Once enemies, but now allies. This Stegosaurus folk.
Spray paint two different colors on his face,
Yeah,
you know, and
down
then
the middle.
he can ride the Stegosaurus. Freedom! You know?
And Princess Jacqueline appears over the ridge and says, "You didn't blow up the fuel station, but I'm pretty sure there aren't any astronauts left on the planet anymore, or on the moon anymore. So, mission accomplished."
Forgot about that.
Whoops.
She kind of looks at all of you and says, "Yeah, I guess that's mission. Wait, Mecha Hitler was on the moon."
Yep.
Okay.
It was an interesting day.
So wait, has Spider Hitler collapsed? What is his? Is he just like under the weight of various creatures?
Spider Hitler is on his side, kind of covering his face as he's basically being kicked.
Can I approach and touch him?
Yeah.
I cast
Ascalon is there
bestow.
kicking.
I want to cast bestow curse and make him allergic to fascism.
And you just hear a. And
Oh no!
the little bell jar is now just coated in red.
Oh no!
Hey, wait, I can clean all this up.
And he pulls out the amulet. He pulls out the amulet of pure good and casts it. So a huge 120-foot long fissure opens up and swallows all the evil.
The entire Nazi compound. They're remaining. All their iconography. It's just. It is like a toilet flushing.
Down into the moon, I guess.
Are we on the south side of the moon or the like north hemisphere of the moon? Because that dictates which way it swirls.
Oh, the moon, she is hungry tonight.
And Jacqueline says, "Well, I believe I'll stay here and help these Vikings and the Moon Men, Moon
What do
people."
we tell the Viscountess?
You can tell the Viscountess if she ever needs to know where or how I'm doing. All she needs to do is look up at the moon, and I will be there flipping her off. And she kind of spits on the ground and says,
That's fair. I respect that.
Sorry, but she's wearing a glass globe space helmet, right?
"Oh, no,
So
she just lift it up. The space helmet you have learned is just a fashion choice."
Primarily aesthetic.
Who's spitting my helmet, dumb?
And she says, "If you tell anybody I just spat in my own helmet, I will come down from the moon and I will hunt you."
Okay, so
I do
you
not
got it.
under. Sorry, you go ahead, Whisper.
So we don't tell the Viscount that she's a vampire, and we don't tell anybody about your spitting.
Yes, that is a secret you will take to the grave.
We tell.
The only thing is, I feel like she's the kind of the person who, eats the messenger.
Yeah.
Maybe we just.
Yeah.
Just like
If you give us 500 gold each instead of her, and we can just move on and forget that this ever happened.
Well, I think I heard from Ascalon, you're on vacation, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, I happen to have this device, and she kind of pulls out a ring. It is a teleportation ring. You'll take you and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friends, plus a corgi, a stegosaurus. It just happens to take at least 20 people, as long as 11 of them are tiny corgis.
Well, that's convenient.
It was... You know what? I never knew why it was designed that way, but let's just say it was fated.
Destiny.
And it will take it to a tropical beach on an island just off the side of Chult. And also, here is a locating spell for your friend Delilah. Maybe you can take her too.
I need to reach. What's his face? Addington.
And she nods and says, Well, it's too bad we're out of time. Goodbye! And she claps her hands, and you are all teleported onto a beach in Schultz.
Oh. So you got your vacation after all.
I mean, we kicked fascism in the rear and liberated a moon. I think that's a good vacation.
Maybe Delilah's already here. It seems like her scene.
Oh, look, she's right over there.
Oh.
Oh, she's right there.
Ascalon casts Zephyr Strike on himself and then just charges down the beach.
Tom Cruise running.
T-1000 running at her.
It's 100% canon that she's right there. And as y'all are running after Delilah, who is 100% there in canon, with all of your gear that you can take with you wherever you go in any game, as well as in addition to your mech suits.
Oh look, the mechs are buried here in the sand.
The mechs came with you.
They are.
I'm going to stat these out. Don't tempt me.
The Stegosaurus is glomping with Sir Pancakes.
Delilah, we have so many dogs.
That is where we will end game number 7 with Magnificent 7, who I think everyone here can agree they lived up to their names. Thank you all for joining me. Before we do our little sign-offs, as well as plugging things, why don't we pick a winner for our awesome super giveaway? We got 21 entrants. And the winner is Alexander, the DM. If you are in chat, sound off. One of the mods will hopefully get to you.
I think that's my DM in a different campaign.
Oh no, Alexander.
Is that him?
Oh, sorry. I accidentally picked an extra name. Sorry, Hype Gabo. That I didn't mean to. To give you hope there. Yeah, Alexander the DM. Be sure to speak up if you are there. And to all of our friends, plugging stuff. We will start with Whisker.
Hi. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm Mabruk. And I'm cutting out. Internet is bad here. Hello. Am I back?
Yes.
You're good.
Back.
Yeah.
Okay. Internet isn't great here in Egypt. So I play with this lovely DM who's been DMing now for 21 hours. 3 more to go. Super Prom on Hype Goblin's channel every Saturday, 11 p.m. GMT +2. I don't know about
5:30 Eastern time.
Get that out. You can see me there. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter at @TheMobruk.
That's me. Greybeard of Greybeard Tavern.
And that's who I am. Check my Twitter for my schedule. Currently, my big things are over on Indoors channel. We play Masks on Thursday nights at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. My channel on Sunday mornings, I play with all my toys, as you know I love, whilst I attempt to play various streamed games. And then come by on Tuesday, I'm over on Lantern Noir's channel, and we do a talk show. We are coming up on, between the two of us, we have 85 years of gaming experience. In May, as the end of May on my birthday, it'll be 45 or 85 years of gaming. So, check us out. We got a little bit to say about games and gaming, but that's it for me, GB.
Oh, nice. Talp the Scot is asking for one more bonk for the road.
Oh.
Unless it is bad luck to bonk when...
No, I think we missed one, so...
Yeah! GB, you are a treasure.
Thank you. That's me, GB.
RJ.
Hey everybody, I am RJ. You can catch me at RJS282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream with my friends. You can catch me on Mondays over at the Indoor Adventures channel for our homebrew campaign. Sometimes every other Thursdays over at GGK. I'm also there on Saturdays and Sunday mornings over the Hype Goblins. It's a mess of games. It's a wild ride.
It's just a wild ride being RJ.
Yeah.
Robin.
Yeah, hey, So on the 24th of this month, a couple of friends and myself are going to be starting our first ever streamed campaign at the Mind Players. I'll put a link in the chat, so if any of you guys want to come and see what shenanigans we get up to, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you want to find me anywhere on the internet, I am Red Robin cosplay pretty much everywhere. And that's me.
Yep. And Shazmo.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I work with a nonprofit called Game to Grow, and we use games of all kinds to teach kids and teens to be more socially confident, connected, and creative. We're best known for our Dungeons and Dragons groups, so if you know young folks in your life who might benefit from joining a D&D social skills group, feel free to look us up at gametogrow.org.
Nice. And I will be back in 14 minutes with a new set of fresh victims as we finish up Mercy Road 2021. All y'all, thank you for joining us. We are at $4,400, $6.90. Nice. Thanks for joining us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more games, more prizes, and just more of my gradual my gradual spin into madness. Don't go anywhere, anybody. Unless it's grab a friend for you. Bye. Oh my god. Bye. Oh my mic.